Alright, so we back at it. Alright, so I made a video, right? This is the thing about that video. Oop. I posted it on YouTube, so if I sent you a link, if you could it might be slow at the beginning because it's new. I really be off the dome with this shit. I really be off the dome. Like, I might write some shit to connect, but after that, I be going off the dome because I just be needing the words for my feelings. That's intuition. So it's not like the thought before the feeling, it's the feeling before the thought, right? So this is where I'm at with it. Okay, I didn't even have none of this. If you peep the video, you'll see. That's even if you made it that far. Because really, I started off slow talking, but then I picked up on it, you feel me? That's why I was like, in the comments, like, just watch the whole shit. So, boom. Alright, so I didn't have none of this written down. I was explaining how this is the plane, right? Triangle. That's a scalene triangle, I believe. Because we're dealing with 369 energies. So this is the scale. It's two scales, right? Representing parallel, line of symmetry, right? So boom. The circle, this is, look, y'all like, go, hood scientists, God Soul 94, fuck with me. Hood scientist, God Soul 94, fuck with me. So boom, look. Alright, so this is my theory. You feel me? Fuck what everybody else saying. This is my theory. Alright, so boom. So 360, right? 360 equals the circle, right? 3 plus 6 equals 9. Okay? So my theory is a triangle and a circle. But the thing is, when you're trying to put a triangle just in a circle, you're either going to do it like this, right? Which I have another picture to subscribe that, because that will make like the 6-point star. But we're going to get into that because it represents the planet and its points and so above. So look, all right, so not on no satanic shit, because I'm not with Satan. I don't do none of that shit. I just know who I am, and I know I don't serve nothing outside of myself other than the people that's with me, my family. You feel me? Like, speaking spiritual wise, like soul wise. I'm speaking for my species. I'm speaking for us. So boom, peep game. 360, right? That's a circle. 3 plus 6 equals 9. We're going to get into this though. But this is what the other video was saying. This is what I'm saying. Screen record this video and share that bitch and put my tag in it. Hood Scientist. God Soul 1990. No. Hood Scientist. God Soul 94. Tag this video, because I'm actually I'm not on no slow shit starting off. So boom. This is gonna be a good video then. So look, the 360 is a circle. 3 plus 6 equals 9. The triangle in the circle, right? But there's a parallel. So is one triangle above, one below, right? This is the equator, right? Representing the parallel, and also just where it meets right here in the middle. But the line of symmetry splits this 180 degrees triangle, right? So 180 plus 180, that's 360 also. 3 plus 6 equals 9. But when you put the line of symmetry down, it makes these points, right? So now you got 90 degrees, 90 degrees. That equals 180. 180 inside of this 360 circle. Shout out to my pops for teaching me about this shit when I was a kid. And y'all ever thought you didn't do a good job? I did a good job. Yeah, because I love math and science. So boom. Alright, so look. The 90 degrees, right? This is when you make the right angle, the right triangle, right? 90 degrees. Two angles looking the same, right? Would that be our isosceles? Because the two the same. So, alright, don't mark me with the scaling and stuff. Low key, this makes a diamond, which is another word for crystal. But anyways, alright, so 9, okay, 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90, that equals 360. 90 plus 90 also equals 180. 180 degrees for that triangle within 180 degrees of the circle. So when you come to shapes, they all equal that 360, right? Because geometrical shapes just comes from frequencies. That's what the Egyptians knew. So boom, we got into all that in the video. I suggest you go peep it. So we was breaking down how the 90 degrees, right? And it's 490 degrees, which equals 360. So that equation is 9x triangle velocity, v. So the 9 represents the x. The x is the delta, is the change in movement with the delta energy, right? That's what the delta energy stands for. Higher UV, ultraviolet, right? That means purple crown chakra activation type shit, right? That's what the pyramid represents. So boom, as we go into representing the four elements, right? So boom, 9 plus 4, this is a different equation. This numerology equation. 9 plus 4 equals 13. They go to that number 13 like they always use. But 1 plus 3 equals 4. So that 1 plus 3 equals 4 represents the four elements inside of you. So when we get to talking about Ayin or Omi, Omi met Ayin. Ayin is only it's a suffix. I mean, Ayin is only a suffix, right? Ayin is a suffix. So that means it needs uh, a prefix to make it a word. So boom, the Z, right? The Z is Zayin. So in the Hebrew text, they have Ayin and Zayin. Also in the Bible. So when you put, so Zayin is really the real word for Ayin. Ayin was just representing 7, right? But we're going to get to it. It's really in the other video why you can get 2 to 7. But I'm going to try to goddamn come with it on this one. So the Ayin, right, is really Zayin. Zayin means weapon, right? So boom. The Zeno, right? Z. Z is an element and a periodic table, right? ZE is, I believe, 2. But Zen is your divine connection with the universe, right? So boom, when you look up Zeno, that means gift of Zeus. When you look up the story with the gift, it deals with it deals with Zeus and Hera. We know who Zeus is, Satan. So boom, 4 can represent Satan. 4 can also represent the 4 elements, talking about like water, fire, earth, and air. U is the heart plus plasma. So boom. All right, so Zeno is the gift of Zeus, right? So when you look at the story, they was trying to poison Kronos with an acid, right? But I don't think they got to him, or it just didn't work, right? So boom. So the Zeno, right? Boom. So that being said, we go over here. We already said AN is the suffix, Z is the prefix, Z is the element, right? So when we look up zirconium, zirconium is Z. That's a element, right? Z is an element, right? So while this delta energy, right, which is also D, capital D, which is also represented as the pyramid, the delta energy, which also represents UV, ultraviolet, which also represents denoting new energy cycle, right? And it also represents the number 4, right? Because it's the 4th letter in the alphabet, right? And the 4th constellation, right? So boom, it's hella meanings to Delta, even to the point of where they about to crash the money system. If you look up all the meanings in Delta, it would literally say, like, they literally put the truth in the lies. So I should advise you to read it and then match that to what people are saying that's against this shit. Feel me? Because it will all come together. So boom, what I'm saying is the D, right? The delta energy, boom, hitting, boom, 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 right? And that's hitting you because you're here. You're grounding. So while this plasma is hitting, boom, 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 this whole jump, even from above and below, parallels and all, 369 energies. So while this shit is hitting, you're walking on this. You're walking on this, right? You see the little stick figure? That's you. You see the stick figure? Yeah, that's you. You're walking all through this shit. You might be over here. 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 Shit, you might be in the sea somewhere. You feel me? You might be somewhere. Is what I'm saying. But you're on this plane. And when you're dealing with this, it's like plasma, water, air. Oh no, we're gonna say plasma, fire, water, air. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, air, earth, fire. Earth, plasma. Yeah. Earth, plasma, fire, water, air. So that explains the parallel to the other side. Damn. Hold up now. All right, so we get back to you, right? You're that stick figure. You're that stick figure. And this plasma is hitting you, right? But you're grounding in it and it's hitting you from above. So within this, right, the magnetic field, it is breaking. But that is their shit, right? Because if it was natural, it wouldn't break. You feel me? All right. So now shit is going back to nature. Even you. That's why the UV is really up. Because naturally, the UV is supposed to be like that. Because this is a hot planet. Ain't shit about this shit cold. So when you see them with the cold shit, you already know what they on. Which the other video gets interesting. The one about the internals, that shit gets interesting from my point of, from my third eye view. So look, back to the D, right? So the element zirconium, Zi by itself is actually an element. Let's see what Zi is real quick. Zi is actually an element. I believe. and that's Zenite. Ooh, that's a new one. We're gonna have to start looking up the Zenite because we looked up what the Zen means, but why did they add the night to it? I mean, the ite to it. You feel me? We're gonna figure that out in the next one because I want to know. So I know it's divinely guiding it. So we're gonna know. Let's get it. So, all right, so back to the Z. So the Z, they needed the Z, right? The Z, the ZRV16, they needed the Z for the delta energy that's a part of you. Because you're this stick figure right here. And you're part of this whole 369 shit. You're part of this whole entire realm, right? From above and below, you're a part of this whole entire realm, right? This is what they know. This is look, hood scientists in this bitch. Hood scientists. We gonna teach you, right? We gonna get it right. Cause if I'm peeping it, everybody gonna know. So look, alright, so boom. This is you, the stick figure. So you're a part of this whole 369 energy, especially if you're indigenous to this whole entire realm. And we already know who's indigenous to this whole entire realm, who the aboriginal beings to this whole entire realm. And that's the neuromelanated beings and the carbonated beings. Even the species, carbonated. Maybe, I don't know about the species fooling. Don't mark me on that because that could have been created by some whole other shit. So boom. All right, so like, but we're gonna speak on us, right? Carbon, right? Boom. We're gonna speak on us, cause this is why they try to kill us. If you look at your history, it's all divinity. When it came to war, it was us defending our land, cause you gotta realize we were here first before they landed. So the thing is, we are the original beings everywhere. When they were taking over empires, they were producing new beings and copying, like, that's attached to us, right? Then they discredited us everywhere and gave foreign policies to all of them. So it doesn't have nothing to do with us. And that's why I'm saying who runs this realm is Satan. They getting orders from Satan. These reptilians and everything getting orders from Satan, right? Because it all falls back down to him, his manipulating ass. So boom. If you don't believe me, we gonna break it down even more because they use words for meanings, right? But we already know this shit because we've been here before. We've been here before multiple times. That's why we got old souls. For the most of us that's waking up, we got old souls. That means we've been here before. You feel like you've been here before? You wouldn't feel like it if you haven't. Let's just put it like that. You wouldn't feel like it if you haven't. That's like you knowing you didn't go to the fucking store because you did it, right? So you don't feel like that when you be like, I've been here before, do you? No. You feel like you've been there before because you have, nigga. Period. And if you haven't, you did in your sleep. Because when you open up gateways in your sleep, and this UV helps you open these gateways because it's hitting your type of crystals all through your body. Feel me? All of them. All 12 levels of you. Not 12 levels of you, but it is kind of like 12, but it's like 12 times 12, which is like when you hit that level, it's 144. So like, let's get back to this D though. So they need the Z for this D. Delta also means increase increments. So above, while the delta energy is increasing in increments, talking about the sun with the UV, because really the sun been shining like that. It's just the magnetic field that was blocking it. Now that UVC is hitting the ground, that's hitting you. That's a germ detoxifier for your body, and it's killing cells if you're not gravitating with this frequency. So the thing is, with this UV, when it hits your cell, one cell literally duplicates into 3 for the positive. The negative, one cell will duplicate, will die out by 3. So that's the ratio. One cell dying out is going to be compared to 3 cells dying out. So boom. The neutral is nothing happens, right? Nothing happens. Everything stays the same. That's the definition of variant. But the thing is, it says that's the definition that's talking about interference during cell subdivision. So cell subdivision is when UV hits your cells and splits them. So the positive, that's raising your state of matter. That's what people mean when they say raise your vibrations. Because when you're raising your vibrations mentally and physically, that means you're producing your cells. The more cells you produce, the more your immune system is high. Nothing can really fuck with you. The more when you're doing it physically and mentally, now it's the trinity with the sun. So when you mentally, physically, and with the sun doing it, that means you're just literally raising your fucking state of matter, nigga, into a higher state of matter, like an angel, right? Because you're the only species on this planet that could absorb it like that. Talking in a humanoid body, you're the only ones. The blacks and Latinos, we the only ones, right? We the same species. We the only ones. Fuck the names. We the only ones. So the trinity for the metaphysics to your body is to keep your vibration high, to keep your cell production, because it's really good on your health. That's why stress is bad for your health, because when you stress and you in fear, it shuts down your immune system. So when you're up, meaning like heart, we're just gonna say love, because it's the heart frequency and higher, because it's actually frequencies to your chakras. So boom. So we're gonna say mentally, you have to be in a positive state. All your chakras have to be lined up. I suggest you to do the avatar video. Chakras is the same thing on that jump. But if you actually do it, because it's your imagination is power. So if your imagination has been turned into anxiety, that is a low frequency of you, mentally, physically, and metaphysically. Feel me? Because it's fucking with your chemistry, with nature. That's why they did it. You come from love. You don't come from anxiety. You come from knowing. That brings no fear, right? That's what you come from. So look, the Trinity is mentally. If you get right mentally, get your body right physically, and look at the stick figure right there. He grounded and he get in the sun like a plant. You get all of that together, it rises your state of matter, leaving you at giving you a transcending energy with this 369 energy. Now you're a part of the energy, right? And in a positive mindset, everything comes to you the way it's supposed to happen, because every day, every second, you're manifesting. So if you're in a low frequency of anxiety, yeah, you can manifest what you want, but it's not going to come the way you want, because now you're attracting your nervous system, because you're part of this nervous system, which is part of other people's nervous system, right? Because y'all are all one. It's one conscious. And your conscious controls your nervous system, your conscious and your sub, your spirit and soul. So we all connected, right? So like, that's why it's imperative for you to do so, because you wondering why the same shit happening through the same cycle that we're in, while in this matrix the same shit is also happening, right? It's because you're at a low frequency, even if you don't know it. So it's time to raise your frequency. Just compare yourself from when you feel down, and how you be and how you act, your energy,
what happens when you're feeling that way, like it don't work for your way, and then put it, and then imagine when, like, reflect on yourself when, goddamn, you be happy, feeling good. You ain't worried about shit. You want to go do shit. You feel me? Like your body feeling good, your mind feeling good. You ain't worried about all the fuck shit. Like you just on it, right? That's low key. And you didn't do that. You wasn't even thinking like that. I mean, you was probably thinking it, but like that wasn't on your mind constantly. Maybe it was. That's part of the anxiety. But like, or maybe that's your intuition at that point telling you that's what you need to do because that's your soul. That's your X gene, God gene. And this plasma is enhancing that X in you, right? That's why it's especially for women to really clean that shit up, right? Mentally, physically, and get grounded. Cause y'all got the double X. And when you do that mentally, physically, and just in nature, that makes the triple X. Like on some Vin Diesel shit. Feel me? It makes the triple X energy, which is the 999 energy, right? Which is 27, right? And 27 equals 9. But 27 years is how long it takes to enter the new dimension. From 1994 to 2021, that's how long it took. 2021 was just saying, we about to start this. I mean, 2020 was the year saying, we about to start this shit. That's why Biden ass came up there saying, we about to start this shit, right? So boom, the Z, right, is for the D, right? The ZR16, ZRV16 is for the D. Ah,